All right. I'm here with Tanneke today, one of our coachees who went through the Entrepreneur Mastery Program. And I just want to ask you a couple of questions about our program, your experiences, what you got out, and how you're continuing with the results that you got in our program. So first of all, what was your situation before we started? What were your expectations and desired results?
Yeah, when I started, I just quit my job a couple of months before, and I was figuring out what entrepreneurship meant for me, what I wanted to do, what kind of entrepreneur I wanted to be, and I wanted to be more intentional and figure out which ways of working suited me the best, and that's why I signed up. Yeah.
Great. And a couple of things that we discussed were personal related, like personal leadership related, and some things were business related. In what aspects did you see your results? What changes did you make?
Yeah, I made a lot of changes. Um, it started all with energy management and focus. So the way that I design my workday is completely different now. I block all my mornings just for intentional working on the business instead of in the business. So no email, no WhatsApp. I started exercising more. I started meditating more. So I'm more intentional in, okay, how do I want to work? In which ways can I stay more focused? Uh, yeah, maintain my energy throughout the week. What kinds of work do I want to do, and what kinds of assignments do I don't not want to do? So, yeah,
Super
a lot of
intentional,
learnings. Hmm?
super intentional about
Yeah,
how you go about your days.
yeah.
And we also talked a bit about, the modalities that we had in our program. And I asked you before, what was your biggest change? And you said it was very much the visualization that we did on how you used to work and how you work now. Can you explain a little bit what happened there for you?
Hmm. So before I participated in this program, I was all about efficiency and impact. And sometimes that led to a way of working that was not much fun for me and the environment that I work in. So I could be a bit closed off for my surroundings, all about getting a lot of work done. And in that way of working, I lost um, contact with my environment, the people that I work with, but also the fun in the business.
Mm.
And in the visualization, I became more aware um, on the effects that that way of working had on myself and my surroundings and my body,
Mm.
and how I could change that into a way of working and a mindset that suited me much more.
Hmm. And that new way of working, is that how you now work in real life too?
Yeah, yeah. And that's
Wow.
much more relaxed, much more in contact with my surroundings, uh, more room for fun. Yeah,
Really
so
important. Yeah. Hmm.
a lot better. Yeah.
That's amazing, because we also did a before measurement for you and an after measurement, seeing you change on a couple of aspects. And I just want to point out a couple that we saw change and discuss how that happened for you, because as you just said, you became way more intentional with how you work, your time, but also how you go through your day, through your meetings, how you show up, but even your whole way of working has changed. And we can also see that it's reflected in your score. And one of the things that I saw is really important is your level of ability to turn off your head. You went from a 6 to a 7, and your ability to be present, going from 6 to 8. How did you create that change for yourself?
Um, yeah, a lot of factors that played a role in this change. First of all, I started to meditate more, um, and make more room for also physical activities throughout the day. So instead of working and being in front of my laptop all day, I walk more, I exercise more, take more breaks. So that's much more healthier.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
because of
and
these routines, you're also able to shut off after work, because I think you also started to walk home instead of just being there within a minute.
yeah, and that really helps me. Yeah.
Super interesting. And other than that, one of the bigger changes as well is your clarity of direction in your business and in your life, going from a 6 to an 8. What concretely happened there for you to get more direction?
Um, yeah, throughout the program, there was a lot of room to think about what is important for you as a person and an entrepreneur. What do you need in your assignment, but also in your clients? So I got a lot of questions that helped me figure out what I wanted to do in my business, and also important, to which things I needed to say no in the future.
Yeah.
What kind of clients I didn't want to work with in the future anymore, and what kinds of activities, were didn't suit me that much.
Right.
Um, yeah,
So really getting clarity on how you want to have your business and how to run it, really.
yeah,
That's
and
great.
making specific goals also. So more insights in what I want to do and what I don't want to do, but also how to turn it into action in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most important, being really, really practical with what you actually put on paper. Yeah, and also
Mhm.
important to mention, I think, is your level of self-confidence going from 6 to 8. What happened for you? What was the most important trigger for you to feel this way?
Ooh. Um, well, we did an exercise where we looked back on how you were as a professional 3 years ago and what we accomplished in the last years and what we did to accomplish that. So that way, I never actually did that. Look back and see what
Hmm.
I already have accomplished and how I did that, and that really boosted my confidence. So that's a big there was a big moment for me in the program. But also having more clarity on how I wanted to act as an entrepreneur, and uh, what was important for me and how I wanted to communicate. It also helped me to uh, to have more confidence in the
Yeah.
business.
That makes total sense, because if we look at the scores that went up, it's like across the board. There's multiple elements to how you now work and how you act and how feel, that all went up. And it's all due to, of course, all the change that you made, but also the commitments you had to yourself to really see this differently and design it differently, and to really maybe even take control of how you want to be working, how you want to run and own a business. And it's very, very cool to see that back in your self-confidence, because that level of clarity that you have now is just super powerful.
Yeah, and feels I really feel empowered
Mm.
by this program. Yeah, it's really a big change for me.
That's amazing. I'm really happy and super happy to see your results as well. It's so evident that the way you work now is like a 180-degree change. And I just have to say, I'll have to thank you also for the work that you did, and that you actually went to all the sessions, went through all the tools, really wanted to make this work, schedule things into your planner, make sure that you actually do the things that you committed yourself to. I think one of the biggest things that got you the results that you got was really committing and making this happen in the day-to-day.
Thanks. Yeah. I thank you as well for all the great inputs, the tools, the questions, and keeping me sharp and accountable. So that's really helped me a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my pleasure. Yeah, it was really, really fun working together. And is there anything last thing that you want to say? Maybe somebody who is in the same situation as how you started, what would you tell them about this program, for instance?
I would say that if you want to become more intentional as an entrepreneur and gain more clarity in what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it, this program can help you a lot to gain more insight, but also to implement it right away. Yeah,
Great.
I really
Yeah.
recommend it.
Thanks for sharing that, and thanks for sharing your full experience with others.